Welcome to Seeing Scarlet, and we're so excited, y'all. We have our first Lady Raider interview of the year, and we had to start
We
with
had
our
to.
girl, Saga Ukkonen. Get it right? Did I get it right? Did I get it right?
We did.
Yes,
Let's
ma'am.
go! A
All the
junior
practice.
guard for the Texas Tech women's basketball team is here to talk all about the team this year, all about how she got here from Finland, all the good stuff. Give us some fun stories and even some fun stuff coming about up here soon at the soccer game on Thursday.
No.
We just learned
What
about.
is it? What is
What could it be?
it?
What could it
Let's
be?
go.
I don't think anybody could even guess what you're gonna do.
No,
So
No,
it's
no.
gonna be very
it's
fun.
gonna be fun.
It's very, very fun. Yeah, welcome in, Saga.
Thank
Glad
you.
to
Thanks for having me.
glad to have you here. And for those who don't know, yeah, Saga women's basketball team, like Shelby said, and I one of the first things that I thought about when we first started talking about interviewing you, Saga, is after one of y'all's many wins last season, we were on Twitter Spaces, and then we like got off that, and I was texting with Shelby, and we were just texting about you, and we are like, Saga is like showing up in every way for this team, and we were so hyped, and we were like, we know nothing about her. We got to learn everything about her.
Everything about her.
And that, I mean, you were part of like the start of seeing Scarlet and the start of like this energy
It's true.
and all of that. So
Oh my
we are so
goodness.
stoked to bring it around town, bring you back to where it all began. And so we're really happy to have you here.
Thanks. I'm
Yeah,
so excited. I've been
I
waiting.
know.
I've been waiting for this. We've been
I
talking
know.
for a long time.
We
Yeah, we
have.
Before
said
I
it.
went home this summer, we were like, let's do it. Let's
We got to
do
do it.
it.
Run it back.
Yeah,
Run it back.
had to wait to get you back here, but it worked out better now because you had a little bit time with the team. Now
Oh
we can talk a
Hmm.
little
yes.
bit, so it's all happened for the right way. But before we
Yeah.
get into this season and what's going on this year, don't worry, fans. We will get into that. But we got to know, how did you from Helsinki, Finland, end up in Lubbock, Texas? Let us know the
Okay.
story.
So, my coach from Finland, I used to play for Helsinki Basketball Academy. He had connections. One of our previous assistant coaches
Hmm.
reached out to me, and then that's how I got here. My recruiting process was so quick. When I tell you it
Yeah.
was so quick, it was like 5 days. And I said,
What?
coming. Yes.
Sold.
I'm there.
Yes, it was so quick. Everything just, I liked how Coach Gerlich was telling me about the program, about rebuilding the program.
Hmm.
I really just liked the Lady Raider, like the fan base, because in Finland, women's basketball is not a big deal. We don't really have fans. We don't, it's
Yeah.
just usually our parents or some younger kids watching the game and
Hmm.
just a few extra people every now and then. But here, yeah, I really love the atmosphere that we have here. And like, I just wanted to, I don't know, it was
Yeah.
just,
That's hype. Did you
Mm.
yeah.
actually? So it doesn't sound like you visited. You just like over the phone stuff, and you're like, "I'm in. I'll be there. Tell me when to show up."
She
I,
Zillowed. You Zillowed the USA. You were like looking up photos of
What does
the
Lubbock,
arena.
Texas look like? It's all right.
yes.
It works.
No, so whenever, also one thing that I forgot to mention was the facility that we were getting. So it wasn't
Oh,
done yet when I was recruited. They sent me the virtual tour of it, how it's gonna look like. I was just like, wow.
oh,
That
If
is
there's,
dang.
wild, isn't it?
yes. But the way I got to see Texas Tech University, like our campus, I went on Google Earth, put my little dude over there, and just started walking around campus.
Dude, and then start walking. That is amazing. Like,
Brilliant.
what did Finland players do before the internet? Like, and they got here. Like, it could have
Phone
been
calls.
a lot
Yeah.
different.
People
Um,
people did get to visit, but it was during COVID time, so I
mm,
just didn't get to come.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
So,
tough.
but I'm so happy everything worked. I had to kind of I'm not gonna say blindly trust our staff, but I didn't get the full recruiting experience because I didn't get the visit.
Mhm.
So I'm just really happy everything worked out perfectly, and I've been loving it here.
Yeah, you've been Lubbocking. Sorry, I tried to make that
Okay.
connection and I didn't. Saga's like, is that an English word that
Said
I'm
a
not
word.
familiar with? Yeah, I don't know. So you said this about Coach Gerlich, and I'm curious to know what you were feeling. You said that she called you and she was letting you know about the team and like how it was a rebuilding program. Did that make you feel nervous, or was that something that you were so down for that challenge and to be a part of that journey? How did that
I
feel?
I was really down for that challenge because I had already kind of experienced something similar before. I was part of two different national teams where we got our national teams from the Division B European Championships to we
Mhm.
advanced our teams to the Division A Championships. So I've already kind of been part of something similar, but I was just ready to come here and just get all these new players in here and just, start building and be part
Yeah.
of something bigger. That was really my biggest thing is like, if I'm gonna be able to be here for 4 years and we're gonna get our program from this or from here to here, like that's already so like that's enough for me.
Yeah. It's a
Yeah.
fun legacy to be a part of for sure.
Yes.
And we were
Yeah.
talking before we started recording in that you were a little older before you came into college. And I wonder if that
Yes.
was a
Mm.
perk to the team. They're like, okay, we see this person that's done this over in Finland, like you talked about with the national team. Did you kind of see
Oh,
that as a role? Like, okay, I'm gonna kind of be a leader, even as a freshman, even as a role player off the bench. What do you want to do in the beginning? Like, I might kind of get it a little bit more than these other 18-year-old freshmen, if you will.
yeah.
Um, I wouldn't say that because I was moving to another country.
Yeah.
I my whole freshman year I was just kind of trying to adapt and like learn the program, just do everything that Coach Gerlich needs me to do. Just learn to live in a foreign country and learn about the West Texan culture because
Ooh.
I visited Massachusetts before and that culture is very different from
It's
here.
not the
And
same.
like,
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like, I have no experience in the West Texan culture.
Mm.
But no, yeah, when I did that was one of the things I was confident about though was that I was a little bit older
Mhm.
because I knew that I was also my maturity was a little bit higher
Mhm.
than what it would have been if I was an 18-year-old moving here.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've all been there, you know. If I think about 18-year-old Sibby, it would it'd be a lot different. So talk about a little bit of that adjustment, especially like you've had some interaction with Massachusetts, but what I did you know about Texas before you moved here, and then did it meet expectations or stereotypes, or what were you
Did you
surprised
think
to
that there was
learn?
going to actually be vehicles, or did you actually think it was just horses?
dude.
Dude.
Okay, one thing that I didn't think was real was what are those things that
Tumbleweeds.
Tumbleweeds.
yes.
I didn't
Hmm.
think those were real until I went to Texas Tech, and I lived in Central Texas my whole life. I was
They're
like,
real.
No.
Hmm.
I knew there were cars because my dad wanted me to buy a 90s pickup truck that I can ship over to him after I'm done with college.
Are you gonna do it?
I have a Ford Focus Titanium.
Okay.
your dad
We'll
is low
upgrade.
key. Your dad is low key a Texas Tech legend. I don't know if you know this or not. He got famous that
He
those two
sure
games he
did.
was here for. I mean, that man looks like he's from
Yes.
West Texas. He got the
He
hat on, he
loved
got
it.
the vest, all of it.
Yes, he loved it. The first thing he did, the first day he got here, he went and bought himself some cowboy boots.
Have to do
I
it. Have to do it.
I love anybody that is so like committed. Like I'm gonna be in Texas. I'm gonna be there in Lubbock, and
Yes.
it's like he was born in Texas Tech. Like he
Yes,
on
he
He's
campus.
spawn.
loves country music. He loves barbecue. He loves cooking steak, ribs, all of that, and he loves his cowboy hat. He loves his cowboy boots, and he just loves the Tex like he just loves Texas.
Yeah.
I don't know where that started from, but he loved it already when I got here. So he was super excited when I decided that I'm going to Texas Tech.
I'm sure.
He's
He
like,
was
Yeah,
so
they
yes.
showed him on
excited.
that one game, and I was like, wait, is Finland like more like Texas than I thought it was? Because this man looks like he's from here. Like,
No, he loved
literally.
it. He loved it. He was so excited.
Wow. I
But
mean,
yeah.
yeah. We had a question about like some of the biggest differences from Finland to Texas, and
Hmm.
I'm sure there are plenty. But what are some of like the biggest ones that come to mind when you think of comparing the two?
Weather and small talk.
Oh, ooh.
Absolutely.
Small talk.
Wait, yeah, expand. What do you mean?
We don't do small talk at all. So in Finland we're very to ourselves, and you need to Google this, but
Okay.
Google, like, look at some point, look up Finnish people at the bus station.
Is it gonna be
That
silent?
is the best representation of the Finnish
Googling it
culture
now.
that you will Google it right now. It's people just standing apart from each other and no one is saying a word to each other ever. It's just like very Finnish people are very, I don't want to say
I just
they
googled it.
might
I'm
see, oh,
sorry.
you did?
These pictures look like it's during COVID. Everyone's like socially distanced, just standing along
Yes.
the road instead of like at a
I'm
bus stop. They're just like
that
spaced out, not doing. I can't hate on it,
Yes.
honestly.
honestly, I'm
I
like I
feel
might
that
move there.
sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it sounds
no, some
peaceful.
people love it.
Yeah.
But it's very different because when I got here, people would ask me, you know how every time you see someone random even, they're like, "Hey, how are you?"
Mm-hmm.
I
Hmm.
would just be like, "Good," and keep going.
Yeah.
Because I was
Why?
like, "Why?" Like,
Why are you? I don't know you.
I'm like, first of all, like, I don't, like, I just wouldn't know what to say. Asking how are you back would never even come to my mind. I'm just like,
Right.
good,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
going.
Yeah.
But, and then, but it's funny because we're very to ourselves, but then when it's time to get
Show up.
together and maybe party the midsummer, or, go to the park
Yes.
and, just
Yeah,
everybody's together then. Like,
you s-
everybody's together and
you
everybody's
save
Yeah.
the
making new
energy for the
friends.
good stuff.
Yes,
Yeah.
That small
absolutely.
talk.
And then after that event or something, it's time to go
Back.
back to being with yourself. Just, yeah, go to
So
sleep,
I'm
go to
here.
bed, just be
I'm
in
here
your
for that
house.
energy. Honestly, I'm here for
Yeah.
that.
I'm
No.
liking that too. And then you said
Yeah.
weather has been a big change too, I'm sure.
Yes.
Any details?
Just
Couldn't.
It's just
those
a
dust
very hot
storms.
here. Yes, dust storms too. And the hailing, we get hailing in Finland, but the hail is not this big,
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
and
you
jagged.
know? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
then it's just, I don't know, it's just like it's so hot here.
It is so
Hmm.
hot for so
And
long.
yes, and I'm so used to always wearing hoodie. I'm wearing a hoodie
Oh,
right now. It's just like I'm like, even right now when I got home from class, I was wearing a hoodie
yeah.
because I'm just so used to wearing like
Yeah.
big stuff, and I forget that it gets so hot. Still, it's my
Mm,
third year here and I still forget how hot it can get.
totally.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
But
your time is coming. I'm hoping maybe in another month, I guess.
oh
But
yeah.
You get
That's
like
my
2 weeks of winter in Lubbock at least. It's a
Yeah.
really
But
good
at
two
least
weeks
we
for
get
Saga.
at least we get a winner.
that's
Yeah,
true.
yeah. People don't. I live in North Carolina now. I lived here for 10 years, and people
Hmm.
here don't believe me when I'm like, "Yeah, it snows. It snows
Yeah.
in Lubbock from time to time. They actually get winter there in Texas. It's
Yeah.
hard.
It is.
It's far
That's
up there.
one thing Coach Gerlich told me during my recruiting process. She's like, "We have 4 seasons here. You'll
There you
like
go, coach.
it."
I love
Promise.
that.
Well, coach did a great job picking you up, and we're glad that you're here. So,
Oh.
yeah. And then Shelby, this next question I
Oh
think
yeah.
is
Did you play any other sports? Because you've told us that you're about to break out some soccer skills on Thursday, and so I'm just wondering, was basketball it coming up, or is this a thing?
Okay, so I had three main sports
okay.
Okay.
that I used to play. I played all three sports at the same time, probably for like 5 years together, and then I started dropping them individually until I chose basketball to be my main sport. But I played soccer,
Oh,
but I was a goalie. I was a goalie because I
Oh,
could because I
what?
could grab the ball. I could
Yeah.
catch it.
yeah, that
Oh,
tracks. Yeah.
Yes.
rebound. Yeah. Okay.
Yes. And then I played hockey.
What?
Yes,
Saga.
with boys. I was
I
over
mean,
there.
Yeah. Oh, not surprised. Not
everybody
surprised.
in Finland plays hockey, right?
I
That's
love
like the
hockey. I love
football of
hockey.
Texas.
That's why whenever y'all put that thing on Twitter where you're like,
I
which
remember that.
intramural sport we should get to love it, I was like, hockey.
Okay. Yeah.
Can you imagine when you finish
I,
up your playing career? You need to go try out for the Texas Tech club hockey team.
There
I
you go.
will,
Yeah, yeah,
100%.
yeah. Bring it on back. That's so
And
cool. I didn't.
then,
Yeah.
yeah, and then I played basketball with those two. But when I was 4, I did do 1 year of taekwondo.
Casual.
Your resume
Four,
is
4 years old.
diverse. That's amazing.
Yeah, I really loved sports, and I was
Yeah.
very, I could do a lot of sports
Yeah.
She was really
when I
good
was
at them, is
younger.
what she's
Yeah.
saying for everyone
Yeah.
listening.
We,
And
you
anyone that
know,
watches Saga play, the one thing you'll see is she's really athletic. And so that
Athletic.
tracks being able to play all of those sports.
Yeah.
wow.
But
So,
let them know. You told us, you dropped a little tea in the DMs about the soccer game, big soccer game.
Yes.
Texas Tech soccer undefeated off of their best start in school history. So everyone go out to the game on Thursday for soccer, but also let them know that what's going on with women's basketball at the soccer game on Thursday.
So the Lady Raiders will be at the soccer game on Thursday,
mhm.
and we will be doing autographs first before the game.
It's huge.
So come there, and then halftime.
Halftime
It will
show.
be it will be me, Riley, Kelly, and Jazzy. We're gonna be doing the penalty kick.
Let's go. And I've watched this event happen, and it's usually like little kids or like some random student,
Yeah.
but I cannot wait to watch y'all do
No,
this.
it'll be so fun.
You're
Are
gonna
you going to
like,
be in goal for this?
yeah,
As the
what
former
are you-
keeper?
No.
Don't want to get injured? That's probably good. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll be borrowing my friend Giselle's old cleats, and I'm gonna kick that right to the, I don't know which corner yet, right or left,
okay.
top
Giselle
corner.
Kazarski, for those listening, Texas Tech.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
She's
yes.
made some absolute bangers of goals this year. So those are some good cleats. I'm
Those
here
are
for
some
that.
lucky
I don't
cleats.
know
Yes.
if this interview is going to have, probably will be airing after this happens, but we're going to clip this whole moment and post it tomorrow still,
gonna be
so
good.
people can see it. And then if you're listening to this interview a week later, yes, it's already happened, but I'm sure there will be video clips that you can find of the actual
Totally.
moment that they're out there.
Totally.
But that is something we love about y'all's team, all the women's teams, even the men's teams, all of them on campus seem to support each other. And we see y'all at all these different sports. Like, what is your favorite sport to go to if you had to
Ooh.
pick?
I like soccer. It's just because my friends play there,
Yeah.
and I just
Oh yeah.
I bought this little bell that I have, and the, what do you call it?
Oh,
Megaphone?
Yeah.
Yes,
Talking about,
yeah. I bought those before the first game. I bought one of those bells for Riley too because she loves to watch the soccer games, and I'm always there
Number one fan.
screaming at the refs
Oh,
all
they
the
need it.
time.
Oh, you're one of those.
I bet Tom Stone appreciates that. He needs some
Yeah.
backup, man.
He needs some backup.
Yes.
Wow.
And then I like what other sport? I like watching men's basketball
Mhm.
just because
fair.
you know so
Yeah.
much of the sport, and then us having the same facility, we know the players. It's nice to watch people that you know because you
Yeah.
know what they can do and so on.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, Lubbock is becoming like they need to build a Finnish embassy in Lubbock. We got is EY. I'll let you tell people his full name. I won't even try to butcher that. You and now Alina, who we'll talk about in a minute, all there. Like, what's going
Yes.
on? Finland.
I don't
The Finland
know.
connection.
I actually had my I was helping the men's staff to get EY here as well because they knew, they were like, Saga, you're from Finland. Can you talk to
Help.
this kid? I'm like,
Help us.
absolutely. Bring him to
hilarious.
me.
Bring him
I
to-
will get him to
come
sign
here,
the
my
dotted
child.
line. Done.
Yes.
Come
So it was funny because the first time I heard him speak, I was like, are you my little brother? He sounded exactly like my little brother. They're the same age too, so they talk
Okay.
the same. I was like,
Wow.
Wait a second.
That's
Wait.
wild.
yeah, but it's been weird walking in the Womble
Mhm.
and running into someone and you can speak Finnish to them. It's so funny.
That's gotta be fun, like nice too, to have like a little bit of home here with
It
you
is.
too.
It
So
is.
I love that. And
No, yeah.
you talked about like all the different sports that you've been involved with,
hmm
and we know you now as a basketball player. What could you tell people if you could describe yourself as the basketball player on the women's basketball team? How would you describe yourself to people that maybe don't know much about you yet?
I think I'm just a hard worker. I show up every day and work hard, work really hard. Um I don't know if you see it in the game, but I bring energy from the bench too.
She
I'm
does.
always
We
there.
see.
I'm like, And
Can
then
confirm.
and then one thing that really got me playing time last year was my defense. So
Yep.
that is something that
Yep.
I do take pride in. Sorry,
Uh-huh.
English.
No, you're doing
Pride
you're,
in.
you're
Um,
perfect.
and then yeah, and I like to shoot the ball a lot.
Yeah,
That's like
I actually
yeah.
heard about you as like a sniper from deep, is what everyone would told me. You were like, yeah, she's girl, like just straight in practice, she doesn't miss, she doesn't miss. I'm like, okay. And then when you start getting in the games, you're just locking people down on the outside. I'm like,
Yeah.
no one told me about this. Like, was that something you did over in Finland, or is that just something once
Mm.
you got here, you're like, I know how I can get minutes on this team, and it's my athleticism. I can really stay with people on the outside and just bring the energy on defense, and then I'll get my shots when they come to me. But defense is where I need to focus in on.
Yeah, I think I really got better in defense when I got here because Coach Gerlich really challenged me. Um, my freshman year and even last year I had to stop the ball a lot and stay in between whoever was like whoever had the ball in the basket, you know.
Yeah.
I like she gave me that role and I was really just trying to focus on that. And then whenever I did start to get more minutes and she was like, "You go guard her." I was like, "Okay." Like that gave me confidence. That showed me that Coach Gerlich believes in me, so that also helped me more with my
Yeah,
defense.
I
Because
Oh,
love
yeah.
it.
defense is really mental.
It is.
Mm.
It is.
So,
It's all
yeah.
energy and well, I mean, it's not all. If you're not athletic enough to do it, it wouldn't just be all energy. But you're
Yeah.
athletic enough to do it plus the energy. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're a
It's
weapon out there.
effort. It's I feel like defense is effort and wanting to defend people, you
Mm.
know?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely
Mm-hmm.
nailed
Mm.
it. And I think about that West Virginia game last year, where you and Ashley Chevalier both came off the bench and changed that game with your
Completely.
defense and your energy. And y'all scored too, but it was really that defensive and energy. And that's where we were like, Saga! Like we were going
So,
crazy.
yeah.
And I know you, I hope you know this, but how important that game was. An overtime win that really, if you look back on it, was a
Huge.
crucial win to get that WNIT bid at the end of the year.
Yes.
And that's just yeah, that's when we kind of like fell in love with your game. Was
Yeah.
that game?
Oh,
That's when we're hyped to see you do it
I
again
love that.
coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I love that game. I'll never forget it. It was
So
just such
good.
good energy. And then the OT and Riley, oh my God.
That was wild. What were you thinking in that moment? Like the ball's like in the air. You're just
No,
like just
like I didn't, that's the thing. I didn't think at that moment.
blank.
I was just like,
No thoughts, just vibes. Yeah.
Just
oh, I didn't know what to say. I just run into Riley and there's a picture where I look like I'm crying. I'm hugging her. I'm like this.
Oh my gosh.
that was one of the
I
hypest
was like,
games in a long
oh
time.
my God. Like, I can't believe how that happened. It was crazy.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I mean, Shelby's totally right. And when you think about all of the basketball that you've played, what are the plays or like what are the things that just make you speechless? Like, do you have more experiences like that that you can think of that maybe you were the key player and the result?
From here or from
Anywhere. You
anywhere?
pick. You pick.
I have this one game in
Yes.
my mind. I think I was like 17 or 18. We were having the I can't remember if it was the playoffs or if it was the finals already, but the Finnish national championship games. It was I think it was the playoffs. It was the playoffs, and this was the game that determined whether we get to go to the finals or we
Oh,
were
wow.
1-1 and it was best of three.
Okay.
So this game kept on going and going and going, and I can't remember if I'm sorry, it's just like such a blur. I just remember like the one
Yeah.
or a few moments from it, but I can't remember if it was one or two OTs. But every time somebody, like let's say the other team scored a basket and there was like 3 seconds left, I went and scored and we were tied again, and then it was like
Ooh.
OT, and then it was like just so back and forth the whole time, and we ended up winning by one or two, I can't remember, but we were just like, oh my God, like I can't believe this just happened. And
Yeah.
it was just like it was one of those moments where it's like either one of us can win right now, but like
Mm-hmm.
it's like we need to get it together and we need to win
Yeah.
this game. Like, and it was just so cool. But I just love games like that. I love exciting games when we
Totally.
That's
win.
hype.
When we win, I love
Yeah.
exciting games.
When we win.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
Winning is fun. Winning is
Winning.
winning
definitely
is
fun.
yeah. No,
We
I love
we're,
to win.
we're excited to see more. Speaking of a game that okay, so you didn't technically win, but it was still exciting because of the moment. But to carry it over, what was it like to? I guess the whole you did win leading up to it. So what was the whole WNIT experience like for y'all to get back to the
Mm,
postseason for the first time in a decade? And then similar to that West Virginia game, we were hyping you and Ashley Chevalier up before the Arkansas game. Like I
Hmm.
think these two are going to be like game changers in this game, and unfortunately, it was like 15 to nothing down or whatever it was. And then y'all came in. I think she passed it to you, got a big three, and it kind of changed the tide, and they came back
Hmm.
in that moment. But what was that whole kind of run like for you and the team?
In the NIT.
mhm.
Yes,
Okay.
postseason
So
in
it
general,
was,
yeah.
yeah, it was really nice. It was super, obviously when we wanted to make to the NCAA tournament, but making it to the NIT was already so much better than from my freshman year here. So it
Yeah.
already shows the progress, which is like we're going to the right direction. So we all
Mhm.
were like, let's like now we gotta kill this. We're gonna
Yep.
kill this NIT. But we got to play SMU. Was super happy to see Shantae as
Yeah, that's
always.
cool.
We won. I was like,
Yeah.
sorry. Sorry.
Love ya. Sorry.
Love you, sorry.
Gotta go home.
Yep. Then we got to play UTEP, played
Hmm.
Alina,
Hey.
who's now my
That's
teammate.
right.
I like we're like, yeah, we won. You should probably come here.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And then we played Arkansas. It was super nice to play against the SEC team. They were
Hmm.
really good, and the environment in Arkansas was amazing.
Yeah.
They
Go
had so
pig.
many people. Yes, they had so many people watching there, and my dad actually got to come watch that game too.
Oh,
So oh
cool.
yeah, that WNIT time was the time my dad was here, so it was super nice that he got to see me play. It was super nice we made it postseason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
yeah, it was really nice.
What does it like knowing that your dad has had such a important part of your experience here so far at Tech? What's it like having him as a support and maybe as like a Texan that wasn't a Texan but somehow is a Texan in Finland, but all of
No,
that.
yeah. No,
What
yeah. I
what does
love
that mean
it.
to you? Yeah.
It means the world to me. I like he was on a working trip whenever I committed here, and he was sending me pictures of him crying. Sorry, Dad, I'm telling you this now,
No,
but
that's good.
he
He
was
loves
sending
you so
pictures of
much.
him. Yes, he was so proud of me, and he's just been my number one supporter. My mom too. I'm not gonna like my
Yeah.
mom's
Of course.
my they're both my number one supporters, but like my
Love that.
dad
Cool.
is just extremely Texas Tech fan. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he
Yes.
goes like
Oh, we
he's
know.
just yeah, he's
Yeah.
a
He was
extreme
meant to
fan.
be a Texas Tech fan.
Yes.
You're going to
Wow.
So
graduate and go on, and he's still going to be showing up in Lubbock, just going to random sporting
Hmm.
events.
yes,
Yep.
he
Yep.
will be here. He whenever he retires, he'll probably move to Texas and start his own barbecue thing or whatever, you know.
Oh.
I
But
approve. I
but no,
It will
yeah.
approve.
be
Hmm.
a hit.
I love
I'm here for
that.
that.
But yeah, it really means the world to me. He's just always we're talking a lot all the
Yeah.
time, and it's
And
just yeah.
I love that.
that is
Well,
good.
we talked about last year's postseason run. Your dad got to be there. This year,
Mm.
one of the things I've loved most about this offseason with y'all is you're not shying away from the fact that you're focused on the madness. That's your whole
Yes.
that's a whole thing. We're
Yeah.
not pretending like it's not, and that is the plan. Is y'all broke the postseason streak, if you will, of not being there in 10 years for WNRT, and now we're going to do it for the big thing, the big dance. Like, talk about this
Absolutely.
team's mindset going into the season, because it's clear online what it is.
We're just super ready. We've been working really, really hard. We had a boot camp week that really brought us together more as a team.
Love that.
We this year because of that boot camp week, we learned like we realized that we are mentally tough. Like we
Ooh.
got through that. You know how it gets so physical, it becomes
Mm.
mental.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we went through that physical exhaustion, and then we got to that mental point and we pushed through everything, and we at the end of the boot camp week we all came together and we were just like we're so proud of each other, like let's effing
Let's
do this.
go. Yes.
I
Let's
saw
go.
I saw y'all all putting out tweets about like how like close this team was last week, so that makes
Hmm.
sense. Y'all just went through it. Was it like one of those military boot camp training things that teams do?
Yes,
Okay,
yeah,
that's
something
cool.
like that.
Yeah, that's really neat.
It was really hard, but we definitely got better as a team,
Ah,
110%.
yeah, the
Yeah.
mental game being so important. Like Shelby talks about it a lot on this show, and uh, with you knowing how important it is when there are times that are like tough to be mentally tough,
Hmm.
how do you prepare for that, or how do you show up and how do you be a leader during those times where maybe, morale's a little low? How do you combat that, and how do you step up?
You just gotta bring energy and be there for people. Like if you see someone struggling, you go next to them and you like help them through it. And like helping others also brings you energy, I think. So, I don't know. And it's just like we had a lot of big because I'm going back to the boot camp, but because of like how mentally hard it was, I'm sure this season, if we get to overtime, we're
Mm,
gonna win that.
Oh,
We're gonna win that because we know we can. Because
click it.
overtimes are mental. The
Yeah.
overtimes are mentally tough. Everyone's tired. You gotta push through it. We
Yo.
now know we can do that. Like we're
Hmm.
gonna
that's
win
hype.
that.
Yeah,
So
that
when we get to that point, we just gotta keep reminding each other, like, remember that boot camp week? Like we did that. Like now it like this is what we did that for.
Exactly. Yeah.
I love that because
Preparing.
yeah, y'all.
Yes.
That's the cool part, and you talked about it at the beginning of being a part of something special here and leaving with a
Mm-hmm.
legacy, and you started that with that group
Yep.
last year and that double overtime game. I mean, maybe if that goes a different way, you made the tournament, the March Madness last year, right? But you
Yeah.
still made the WNIT, and so it's gonna be cool this year. I'm here with you, where you're like,
Yeah.
we lost that game last year. We
Yeah.
went through this
No.
boot camp. This year, those double overtime games, not even going
Cake.
to get to double overtime. We're
No.
just going to finish in an OT.
No,
That's right.
we're all so excited for this season. We're ready to start. We're having our first practice at the USA tomorrow. We're just excited to
Hey.
get there, get the feeling. The season's here. Like, let's
Yeah.
go.
Yeah. I mean, we'll talk about it here in a bit with some questions that we have about the schedule dropping today when we're
Mm-hmm.
recording this. But you're kind of at the point of a question that we had from Avery from our Instagram, who asked, "What are you most excited for the season?" As wherever you want to take that question,
Yeah, there's a lot.
you go. Yeah, I'm sure there's a
Yeah.
lot, but whatever comes to mind.
I think I'm just most excited for just to play with this new team. We've gotten really close, so it's nice to bring whatever we've been doing in practice to the games. I'm excited to play new teams in the
Mm-hmm.
conference. I get to see some new places. And I'm just excited for the whole deal. I'm excited to see our fans in the stands. I'm excited to get that feeling like, oh yeah, it's just I don't know. It's all over
All
the
of it.
place. You
I
know what I'm
know.
saying? Like it's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
everything.
Is there anything like with you personally that you really want to like grow your game with? Like you're already so good in so many things, so I'm trying to think of like, well, yeah, maybe that, but like I can't come up with anything. But do you have anything for you personally that you are looking forward to improving on this season?
I think I need to and I will improve in my leadership. This is my
Mm,
third year, so it'll like I know what Coach Gerlich wants. I just need to start being even more vocal.
yeah.
Um, but also I think I'm just gonna knock down even more threes with a better percentage and just
We've heard the story. We've heard
trying
the
to keep
story, Saga. We know you're her. It's gonna
Yeah.
happen. We
We know
know.
you're her. For
and
real.
then just keeping my defense up there and
Mm.
then yeah, who knows? Who knows what this
Hey,
season will bring?
I mean, I know, but I'll keep that to me. But it's a national championship.
Oh
Anyway,
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
Always,
yeah.
always.
we're the
Another
That's
ring.
banner. Put it
give
up.
us the ring.
We're the
That's
ring.
right. That's right. Yeah. So yeah, thanks for answering that.
So you talked a little bit about this earlier. We know that you have a teammate, former right? Y'all played together. Alina Enrique joining
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
you, and a fan actually asked a question about this. Tammy Roberts from Instagram snuck it in here. Right at the deadline here, right before we started recording. She's just asking, are you excited to play with have another teammate from Finland joining? Did y'all play against each other in high school? And
Mm.
sidebar, Tammy just went on to say how excited she is for the season.
Aw, thank
Tammy.
you, Tammy. Yes, it's super fun having her here. It's fun because during practice, I can go up to her and just start speaking Finnish,
Yeah. Yeah.
if she, it's okay. That's something I had to learn though. It's really weird just switching the language that
I
quick.
bet.
I
I
don't know how to
bet.
like we sometimes we speak English to each other,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
especially if we're in a group, we speak English to each other. But sometimes, let's say I'm on my phone walking and I bump into her, I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm like, oh, it's her. Sorry. And just
Sorry.
say, but
Uh,
no, it's super fun. And yes, we didn't play we didn't play against each other in high school. We played
okay.
together on the
Yeah.
same team. So she was also in Helsinki Basketball Academy. She was also playing for that program.
Wow.
It's
So
crazy.
she just left a year earlier before me because she's a
Yeah.
year
Yeah.
older. So she left, I stayed for my senior year, and then I came to the States.
Isn't that
Cool.
wild that two of y'all from the same team in Finland not just ended up in the States playing, but ended up in West Texas because she was at UTEP of all
Of
places
I
all
know.
first, and then
I
places.
came over.
know.
Like, how does this happen? That's just meant to be.
Yeah.
Meant to be.
Truly is. Yeah. And so we know today, like I mean, we're talking about competition that the schedule for Big 12 play dropped. So I'm sure there's a lot of processing to think about on your end. But initially, what are your feelings? Like, does it make it seem like things are more real? Because Shelby started texting me like, okay, I'm gonna try to
I'm
attend this
so
game.
hype.
And I'm like, girl, and you got time.
Sydney,
But
I live
Right.
in North Carolina. I can't
I
just
get it.
last minute things.
I'm very spoiled to be here, I guess. But Saga, do you have any initial thoughts so far with the schedule dropping today?
No, I was just excited to see when we're playing who,
Hmm.
UT as our home opener.
Spicy.
Hey, let's do it.
Yeah,
Why not?
I'm just super excited. We're ready.
I
We're
love
ready
it.
for it. And then I'm just excited to see that we're going to BYU. I've never
Hmm.
been there before. I've never
Good
been to
atmosphere.
Utah, so and I'm excited to see a new part of the states as
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
well.
They
It's
And
all
really
they have
pretty.
a good atmosphere for pretty much every sport BYU
yeah.
does, so it'll be cool. I
Yeah,
know soccer is excited. Your friends from soccer are excited to go up there next week, I believe,
Oh,
and play there
yeah.
yeah.
in a fun one too.
You got
So
to give those cleats back,
yeah,
okay?
yeah,
Oh
She'll
yeah,
need
yeah.
yeah,
them. All
yeah.
right.
Please,
So she gets
please,
those
she needs a
back.
backup pair just in case.
Remind me on Thursday when I
All
see you
right.
there.
Oh, okay, cool, cool, cool.
Yeah,
After
yeah.
you, yeah, upper 90, I will
Yeah.
let you know to take them off and give them back to Giselle.
I mean, be
And
careful. Tom might be signing you after the game. I don't know. We might lose you if you do too
don't
much.
say it. Coach Gerlich is going to get on
Yeah.
to you, Shelby. Uh, so with the schedule, like this was a question from a listener too,
Hmm.
with Garza. Is there a specific, is it UT? Like what is the game that you're most excited for? Or is it, yeah, going to Utah?
Besides the
Uh,
Big 12 championship game, obviously,
obviously,
Correct.
obviously.
Correct. Duh, duh, duh.
Exactly.
the currently
No,
scheduled games.
yeah. No, I'm really excited for UT. It's always
Yeah.
just, UT is always just
It's so
one of
good.
those games that the buildup is there and like both teams are just going at it.
Hmm.
So I'm really excited about that. And because it's also our home opener, we get to
Right.
see our fans for the first time. It's gonna be a good
Yeah.
atmosphere.
I almost like it I mean, like, there's pros and cons, obviously, with so many of the schedule, but the home opener, UT, like, maybe one of the last times that we're going to play them in regular season. I mean, it is,
Hmm.
right? And I think that is such a statement piece. So
Yes.
I'm saying now, like, y'all know, if y'all want to see the hype from Saga, cool, you're going to see that in every game. If you want to see next level hype, I just think that this is the perfect game to just really set the tone for the
Yes.
rest of the
Get
season.
there.
So
Yeah,
Yes,
fans
I'm
need to
exactly.
show.
hyped.
The fans will show up, but they need to
Hmm.
because the students might not be there yet. That was the only downer of the schedule dropping because it's before
Oh,
classes start back. But that just
Mm.
means
we
More time
don't. It's
for
no,
us.
it's not a bad
that.
thing. That
Yeah.
happened to the men's team last year, and
Mm.
they just sold those student tickets to fans. And it's a cool thing for like non-student alumni because you get that whole student section that usually can't sit in. They open it up, and you
Yeah.
get to go pretend to be a student again.
Oh, I'm
So
gonna
go
act
out and
a
show out.
fool. I'm gonna act a
Yeah, Sydney's
fool.
gonna be down there, the one waving the little things. I don't know what they're called.
I need a cutout of Saga's
Saga's
head.
face. Just
Yeah, I need
Please.
no,
that.
Saga's
Yeah,
dad is what we need in the
Yeah.
stands.
let's
What?
go.
Send us
Let's
a picture,
go.
Saga. We'll make it happen.
I
We'll
will.
make it happen. That's amazing. That's great. All right. Well, now we're moving forward to some rapid fire questions, Saga. I know you've been so excited for this part. Not
Absolutely.
scared at all, but
No.
these are good questions. We got some good ones for you. So the first one being, would you rather just lock somebody up to win the game, or would you rather hit the game winning shot?
lock somebody up.
I just
Lock
love that.
somebody up because you tried and you couldn't.
Couldn't
Like,
do
you know
it.
what I'm saying? Like,
Not against me.
like, please. Like, I would
Please.
so much rather, because
Please.
everybody's over there nervous. I'm defending. Like, I would definitely 100% lock somebody up before I
Let's
hit the
go.
game-winning shot.
I think
Hey.
everyone that we've asked that question to has answered that so far, and I love this about y'all. So
It makes sense. Yeah.
here, I mean, I'm here for it. I'm sure we'll have somebody on here that eventually hit the game winner, and I'm here for
Oh,
that. I could
I'm
probably
positive.
guess who it would be, but I'll save that until they get on the show.
Until
But
it happens, yeah.
the other, it seems like everyone so far. Logan was like, obviously, lock someone.
Obviously. Love that.
I love that. All right, so who has the best fit on the team? Like, who dresses the best?
She's gonna say her. She gonna say her.
I don't want to say me
Honestly-
because mine is just all like my style is not a specific style. Like, I go from different styles to others.
Yeah.
I like to switch it up a little.
Fair.
But I'm gonna say I really like Jazzy.
Mhm.
She's
Yeah.
just, her vibe is just always like she has her style.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
that's, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I totally get you. Yeah.
And then I'm trying to think about our locker room right now. Like this.
That's a good way to think about the
they
team.
started doing those like walk-in game day fit videos or pictures of y'all last year. I was like, I need to keep doing
Yes,
it. Like,
that
a
is so cool.
WNBA team.
I loved Ashley's denim outfit when she
That
did
one was
that. When
sick.
she did that.
That was
That
something
one was
solid.
sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, do you have an answer? I
She
have
gave a
things I
couple.
want to say.
That's a fair. That's a fair.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you were thinking of somebody else. I love that you brought that up and like talking about different player styles, because I think that's been a really cool evolution of the game, of being able to see that, and like with social media and
Mhm.
like the drip is insane. It is so crisp and it's cool to see. Like, yeah, Saga does do different styles and she's very adaptive, and I don't know. I just think that's a cool component to like what y'all are
It's
doing.
just, my style is just like, sometimes, a lot of times I just wear neutral. I'm like,
Hmm.
let me wear a black outfit. But then sometimes I'm like, I kind of want to bring my soft girl side out. I'm wear this
Yeah.
dress, and I'm just like,
Adapting. Yeah,
it's
that's
just,
so cool.
I just switch it
Show all
up
the
all the
sides.
time.
Show all the
Yeah.
sides.
I love it. I can't wait. Okay, next question. You're getting ready for UT. Are
Mhm.
you what kind of music are you listening to? Are you listening to music? Are you like
How
what's
do you
the
get in the
vibe?
zone?
What's the vibe?
I rarely listen to music on my own headphones. We usually have a speaker in our locker room, so everybody's kind of getting the same vibe.
Okay.
But really, I don't have, that's my thing. Like, I don't have a pregame song that I always listen to, or,
Sure.
I'm just getting ready to go.
Ready to go?
That really, when I just listen to music in the locker room if we have the speaker, and then during warm up.
Yeah.
I'm lame. I'm
No,
lame.
No, that's
I
good.
disagree.
Listen, I
think,
have a sports
yeah.
psychology background, so never say that, first of all. But second of all, music is such a powerful thing when it comes to that. Some people need that craziness.
Yeah.
Some people, and we were talking to Madison White with soccer, and two of them that we interviewed were like, yeah, pregame is so hype. Like, we throw in water, we're listening to music. We talked to her, which as a keeper, I guess it makes sense. She's like, yeah, no, I can't handle that. I just walk out of the room and I sit there and let them do their thing. Like, everybody's different, so you got to do you. I love it.
It is. Okay, next one. Shelby, you got it?
Yeah, okay, so after you lock somebody up or after you hit a three, whatever you want to do, what is your go-to celly? Do you have a celebration, a signature celebration yet? What are we going to see?
No, I don't. Okay. You're gonna hear this season, but
Okay.
I do this thing in practice when, after we win a drill or whatever,
Yeah.
I start singing. I make this riff.
Yes.
Drop
Tell
it.
us
Do it.
more.
I
Tell
can't
us
do
more.
it. It's
Clip
so loud. This microphone's gonna die. Like, I can't do it. I need to yell it.
Oh,
But
that's fair.
I'm definitely gonna do that at some point this
In the
season.
game.
But I don't have anything. Riley McKinney or Bailey 1 2 3. I.
Yeah, Riley's apparently going to do the gritty. She's been building that up.
Oh,
We'll see.
yes.
Has she
she'll
been
do the gritty.
practicing?
Apparently she does it in
She
practice.
doesn't
is
need.
the
She doesn't
thing.
need to practice.
You're right.
She
doesn't
just
need to
hasn't
practice
done it in
it.
a game.
Good
Yeah.
point.
Okay, that's fair.
My
So we're
bad.
gonna see you
But it's
screaming
just
something, and you're actually singing something.
I'm singing a
Everyone that's
riff.
listening.
That's
Okay.
so
What
the
can you tell us
shirts that
the
I was talking about
words?
before we started recording, that's what was on mine. It says, "Hey, yeah, yeah." And but I can't do it right now.
Hey, yeah, yeah.
It's gonna sound good
Saga,
when I sing
drop the
it.
link. We will
Yeah.
buy the shirt.
It's tough because it's like I want to be able to hear that, but if you're doing things like that, we're not going to be able to hear you because we're going
I
to be yelling too
know.
loud. But
I
I
know.
bet
uh,
that.
I'm gonna figure something out. I'll make
get
something
mic'd up.
happen.
Get
Yeah.
mic'd up.
Ooh, I don't think you can. I don't think
Yeah.
NCAA allows mic'd up during the games. Do they? But during practice,
Practice.
let's get it.
Yeah,
Social team,
Uh,
if
we'll make
you're
that
listening,
happen.
make it happen.
okay. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Um, next question. Do you like social media? Which one's your favorite?
Is uh is TikTok social media?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. TikTok or I love Twitter. I think Twitter
Yeah.
is so funny.
It is.
And Instagram, I don't know. I like them all. It's just
Yeah. They
TikTok
all
is
have a
where I
different
go.
purpose.
TikTok is where I go when I'm bored and I want to laugh a little, or I'm just, spending time on my phone by
It's
myself.
entertainment. Yeah.
Yeah. And then Twitter is, let me go and see what people got to say
going
today.
on
And
and-
it's like
Yeah.
I have two Twitters. I have one for like
Oh,
basketball
smart.
stuff and sports, and then I have other one for just like memes and people going off. It's
Smart.
just fun.
You
Like
got a
it's
burner
just
account. I love this.
yes. And then Instagram is kind of like where we market things, if that makes
Yeah.
sense. Like
Yeah.
it's kind of our
Business.
it's like our platform that people like because when you hear somebody, if the first thing you're gonna do is go look at their Instagram. At least for me, like every time I hear
That's
a
true.
name or like if somebody's talking about someone, I'm like, oh, let me see their Instagram. Like I want to see who we're talking
Yeah.
about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
It's like
Yeah. That's a good
it's where you
point.
build your brand, so to speak.
yes,
It's on
Mhm.
Instagram. It's a
yes,
different type of Twitter. You can just have fun on there. Instagram is more like suit and tie a little bit, and
yeah,
then
a little
TikTok
Yeah.
bit.
is
Yeah.
just
Who
a
knows?
place. I love that. I love that
Yes.
app so much.
I've been
Can't wait to-
making my Instagram a little bit more less serious with
Okay,
all
here for
that,
that.
like Riley and me, like me and Riley doing stuff and like
Y'all are
all
so
I'll
those
have to check it
workout
out.
videos is, yeah.
Yeah. The clip from y'all on the bike or something like that. I was
Really?
laughing. Yeah, y'all need to make sure you're following Saga on
Antics.
all
Antics.
any
Just
social
up to no
media.
good.
Up to no good. It's so funny. It's so good.
Oh, all right. So after the game, I'm sure the team hooks y'all up. But like, if you had your choice, what's your favorite post-game meal,
Mm,
or just favorite thing to eat whenever?
Mm, definitely. Okay, so we get a post game meal when we're on the road. If we play here, we get money and go buy it ourselves. But
Solid.
on the road, I'll smash a good burger after a
yeah,
game.
for real.
It's just like, oh,
That's
or
That's actually a
yeah.
perfect lead-in to a listener question. You might have seen it because I think they tagged you. I'm assuming this is a burger joint in Finland. They Tech Batman on Twitter. If you've ever seen this person tweeting up a storm. So what is your
Oh,
go-to Hess burger order?
Hesburger. I haven't gone there. I went there once this summer, but I
Mm,
like the
I
two
don't even
years
know what
before
it
that,
is.
I haven't gone there. But Hesburger is just it's like you Americans made McDonald's.
yeah,
We
we
made
did.
Hesburger.
Oh,
Okay,
But I
good
really
comparison.
the reason I love Hesburger is because of the cucumber mayo they put on the burger.
they've
Yo,
already
that
beaten
sounds so
McDonald's in my
good.
book.
Yeah.
That is
It's
brilliant.
so good. The mayo and the burger is so good. Or wait, no, you can buy the mayo separately and then put it in your burger and eat it with your fries. It's so good. But
Oh,
I'm about to import it over right now. I'm gonna just buy a bunch.
but it's just always gonna be it's kind of similar to Big Mac, just that one from Hesburger, and then the fries
yeah.
are just good. And the mayo, obviously. Can't
Dang,
go wrong with that.
I'm hungry, I think now. Segues perfectly into this next question, Saga. Ella asked you if you miss your roommate and personal chef.
Yes, I
Yeah.
absolutely do miss her.
Was she your personal chef?
She cooking up in there.
Okay,
Let her cook?
yes, she was an
Yes.
amazing cook. I actually did start a TikTok series on that, rating the meals my roommate cooks for me, but It only ended up being one episode because every time she was cooking, we just dug into it and like we just started eating and forgot about it. But I have one video up. She made me quesadillas, and it was just really like I just made this pasta the other day that she would always make for me, and it was just I was like, Ella.
I love it. She was just a treat.
Yeah,
we saw more signs in the stands from kids and from fans for Ella. Like
she truly does.
She would be surrounded by this huge crowd of people all the time, every time after a game. She's just crazy.
She's out there balling it out in the pro league in Australia right now, though.
She is a really big part of my journey here, though. She introduced me to a lot of people that I still am in contact with, and like I can always go. Like she introduced me to people that I can get help from if I need help from them. Like she knows so many people, and she was just my ride or die here. Yeah. Yes, I do miss you, Ella.
Cool. We'll let her know.
On that same note, yeah, we'll let her know. I'm sure he'll hear from you. But on that same note, we did get not a question, but a comment from the one, the only, Breezy Scott, who said she doesn't have a question. She just wants you to know she misses you and the rest of the group.
Yeah, I know. I saw that on Instagram. I was like, Breezy. Me and Bree said switch the roles. She's now in Europe and I'm in America.
You giving her tips on like European stuff to do while she's there? I'm sure she'll travel a little bit.
Yeah, she'll get to travel everywhere. She's in Spain right now. Spain is just kind of in the middle. It's easy to go anywhere. I'm super happy for her. I'm so excited for her for this season. I'm just ready for her to ball out in Europe. I know she's gonna do amazing.
Yes, it already is. It feels like.
All right, let's see.
I know.
I guess we just get the rest of these fan questions out of the way.
Yeah,
this one comes from. This is the one I was talking about that clearly has an inside story, and if you can't share it, tell us, and we will just not put this in the episode. But your guy, Jay Boyd from the team, says, "How dangerous are the east side of Helsinki in all the gangs?" LOL.
Okay,
she's already giggling.
Jay
I don't know
Boyd.
what this joke is about, but I need to know.
Okay, so I'm from East Side Helsinki.
Oh.
And East Side Helsinki kind of doesn't have the greatest reputation. You're in Helsinki and people are like, where are you from? Like, where in Helsinki do you live? I'm like, the East Side.
East Side.
People are going to be like, ooh. So I'm just always messing with Jay Boyd about that.
That's
so like,
funny.
I'm not from a safe city either. Cause he's always like, you grew up, you're just so spoiled, whatever. I'm like, I'm not spoiled, first of all, and I didn't grow up.
You don't know where I'm from.
Yes, exactly. So it's just our little inside joke. It's just so funny.
That's how you like lock people up on defense. You're like, you don't know where I'm from. I'm from the east side of Helsinki.
Okay. Back to my 3-point celebration. Okay. Me and Jay Boyd in the practices. If I hit a 3, we're going like this because east side, and I'm just going like this. Okay. So maybe we'll see.
Maybe you do.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Maybe I do have something.
You do.
You're gonna
didn't realize it.
I forgot about that. Until Jay Boyd brought East Side back up, my home.
East Side.
Love that for you.
We're just gonna put East Side every time you hit a 3 this year. No one's gonna understand it. But
East Side.
East Side.
Context, no context. That's what you get. And I mean, like staying home with our last question from TW Hester. I'm assuming y'all got to work on these Twitter handles.
He's a well-known Texas Tech Twitter person. She might have seen him in some stuff.
Oh yeah.
He's probably all the time.
But they asked, is the sauna culture, is that a real,
no idea,
is that real? I know like Frozen probably put a couple of bumps in the road that aren't true, but is that true? Because that's another reason why I'm gonna move there if you say yes.
It is true.
Sauna.
Okay, goodbye.
Hey, I'm coming with you. Let's go.
Get in the
right
car.
now.
I'll meet you at the Womble. Okay.
No. We gotta wait. We gotta wait for the end, so we can't still Saga away. Wait till
tell us about the sauna.
May.
Oh yeah. So, okay. First of all, we Finnish people created sauna.
Thank you.
So even there, do you know where Capstone is here in Lubbock?
Yeah.
they have a sauna there, and it says the Finnish Sauna.
Yes.
But
Your
we
sauna.
created
You should get
sauna.
free membership there. What is
Yeah,
this
you
about?
should. Yeah, no kidding.
Yes. It's just I love the sauna. When I was in Finland, there was probably I got to be in Finland for a long time this summer. There was
Cool.
probably 4 nights or 5 nights that I didn't take a sauna.
Really?
I always take it at night. It's like
Take a
it's
sauna.
I
just
had
so
no
relaxing.
idea.
And
Yeah.
it's the saunas here are not as hot, don't get as hot as they do in Finland.
Ooh.
I can't convert, but I always go to sauna in 85 degrees Celsius. So I don't
Okay.
know what
Holy Jupiter, that is hot.
Yeah.
85 degrees Celsius.
When you said 85, I was like, she's about to give us Fahrenheit. And then I was like,
I spent like 4 months in Australia, so I kind of know the conversion, and that is hot.
It is hot. It is
Okay.
hot, but I love when you just keep throwing the water on the rocks and it's just the heat is just getting on you. You're just sweating your whole day out that you just like
Love
went
that.
through. And then
Yeah.
there's this thing too. So we get birch, like the branches of birch,
Yeah.
the tree, and we make it a little. It's not a bouquet, but kind of like a
Yes.
bouquet. We make a little bouquet, and
Mhm.
we hit like you throw water on the rocks. It gets hot, and it has to be a fresh birch, but and then you start smacking yourself with that. And
Okay.
it'll like it has some health benefits to it, but it's just like a tradition that you do when you're in sauna. And
Huh.
like it's just and my grandma would always say like if you didn't have any leaves of birch on your body when you got out of the sauna, you didn't smack
You
yourself
didn't.
hard enough, like you didn't even do it right. So
That's
you're gonna
crazy.
Grandma knows.
but it feels so good because your body
Yeah.
kind of starts itching when you're sweating everything out and you're in the hot. It
Yeah.
kind of starts itching, and then when you like do your back, it just feels so
Like
good. And then
scratches
you'll
it.
get the little juices out of the birch leaves too. So it's kind of like
A whole experience. Yeah.
We gotta get a
it's so
sauna at the
nice.
Womble. What's happening?
We
Right.
do.
Let's work on that. Let's add it in.
Well,
You can.
Now that we
Okay.
have 3 Finnish people there too, like we're
I
all mixing
mean,
a part
yeah.
of home.
It could
True.
a pipeline would continue. Be like, with no one else. There's no recruiting for any
There's
other
no
school.
other-
We have
yeah.
3 of them already
Yep.
here. We have a sauna. Hello.
Oh,
Just come on.
Bring
that's
them here.
amazing.
Yeah.
I love that. That is so cool. I love that like it's a celebration of you and yourself and like a mental health like cleanse and yeah,
Yes.
taking care of you and
Every
doing
time
something nice.
every
Yeah.
time I go back to Finland, the first thing I'll post on my story is a picture of my sauna and I'm like, back here.
Back where I need to be. That's
Yes.
awesome.
And during winter when it's snowy outside, usually saunas either have their some people have their like own little sauna cottage, like their own little building for
yeah.
the sauna. Our sauna in our house, we have a door straight to our backyard from there. So then when it's winter and it's snowy, you can go outside and roll in the
Yes.
snow and go back in.
What? Oh my
Oh,
gosh! I gotta get
snow.
to Finland.
I'm saying
Missing
meet
out.
us in the
I had
parking
no
lot in
idea
15
what this
minutes.
question meant when it came in. I was like, I don't know what this means. I'm gonna just sit here and learn when she answers
Yeah.
it. That's
Yeah.
great.
That's awesome.
Sauna is real.
Okay. Good to know.
It's
Say less. Say less.
It's not a
Wow.
lie. Not a lie.
Yeah.
I'll give that.
Yeah. All right. We're entering in to
Oh, no. Dun dun.
Yeah,
dun.
right? Do we have any other ones
No,
before
yeah,
this
yeah.
one?
Go ahead. I was just
This is
saying,
good.
nervy time.
You're gonna be great.
no.
So we have the roster of the Texas Tech
Okay.
women's basketball team
Your gals.
coming to y'all
Big
this
12
season,
champions, right here.
already predicting the future. We are gonna ask you. We're just gonna say their name, and we want you to tell us like the first thing that comes to mind.
Okay.
Basketball
A
or
word.
life, whatever comes to mind.
Okay. Got you.
All right, and we're gonna start with Jasmine Lewis.
Our senior.
Big Jazz.
Big Jazz.
She's a dog mom. She loves
Dog
her
mom?
Diamond. I feel like
Diamond,
Bree
we've heard about Diamond.
Yeah, did Bree talk about Diamond
That's
when
what
she
they
was
said
here?
about
Yeah.
her too.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
must be. Well, Diamond's a
She-
legend.
Yeah, Diamond, she's
Diamond's on the
amazing.
team.
But yeah, Diamond
Team
is
dog.
part of the roster too.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry, we'll add that in there.
But no, Big Jazz, she's just a dog mom. You know, she's kind of, I don't know, like she's just such like a
just her.
soft person. I don't know
Yeah.
how to explain it. Like she's just
Yeah.
a mom.
Yeah,
love
yeah.
that.
I hear it. I hear it.
All right, next we got transfer coming over from UTEP along with your teammate Elena Enrique, Jazzy Jackson.
Jazzion is so funny. I feel like she's always giggling. Like she's just smiling and like in a good mood all the time. And
Yeah.
she's just, I don't know, she's just,
Positive girl.
yeah, like
Yeah.
she's positive.
She's got a good smile too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, next one. I'm gonna use her full name here. Riley frickin' McKinney.
Riley frickin' McKinney.
Full name.
It's a Seeing Scarlet full name. We're gonna change it legally.
Riley freaking McKinney.
Yes.
Riley's my dog. Like Riley
Yes.
is like, gosh, I can't. She's been here with me from my freshman year. Like we're like this. I can't. We text each other
Besties.
every day. Every morning when we wake up and go to weights, we're texting each other. We're just like, yeah, she's definitely one of my like bestest friends here right now.
I love that.
I don't
That's
know. It's
good.
just that she's just goofy, like, oh my God, like we joke around all the time. Like
She is very
we
funny.
yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all
She's
must be
so
a riot.
goofy.
Y'all could crush like your own series or something on social. Yeah,
Yeah.
probably
On
don't got time
anything.
for that
Watch out.
stuff, but y'all would crush it if they gave you a camera. I'm saying right now, we would watch
That's
it.
right.
All right, next we got another fellow junior in your junior class, Ashley Chevalier.
Ashley, she's a hard worker. Like she's always in the gym before our practices shooting. And she's the one trying to bring the team together to do stuff outside of basketball.
Oh,
Like
cool.
she's trying to figure out
Glue.
stuff for everyone to do. Yeah. And it's like she really, whenever before the season started, she was really like, this year we're gonna make sure we're doing a lot of team stuff together and like bring the team together outside of mandatory stuff.
Love
Yeah.
that.
And like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Leadership. We love to hear
It
that.
does. I know.
Yeah.
I was like, that takes initiative
Yeah.
and a lot of planning for all of y'all as we continue to go through here. So, next player here, another transfer from Florida, Jordan Merritt.
I love Jordan. I was her host
love
when she was
Jordan.
on her visit. I
Oh,
love like she's friends
thank
with
you
Big
for your
Cat.
service. Yeah,
Got
yeah.
it
She's
done.
friends with Big Cat, so that already made me love her even more. You know, like it's just Jordan is just she's also a dog mom. She now has
Hmm.
two dogs. Last time when she was on
Yeah.
the pod, she only had Bo.
She got
Now she
another
has
one?
Storm. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
She brings Storm around
I was about to
sometimes
say
and
I've
she's
seen
like,
a dog in some of the videos. Is
yes,
that Storm?
yes.
Got to bring the
And
puppy to the.
yes. And but like on the court, like, oh my God, like she's working hard.
Oh, I can't wait.
Like she will be like she's amazing.
She's
That's cool.
she seems like she's ready to. I don't even know if prove a lot of people wrong is the right
Yeah.
phrase, but she's ready to do what she does. I'm excited for her.
That's right. That's right.
All right, now we get to your friend, your Finnish
Oh,
Finnish
yeah.
pal. What could you say
She's like,
about Alina Enrique?
all of these are my friends. But
Yeah, all
Right.
OG.
Alina, it's just been really nice to have her here. She's just like such a nice person in general, like to everyone. I'm super happy to see that I didn't really know much about her experience at UTEP. I didn't know how she was there, but she seems really to enjoy it here. And I don't know, it's just really not like we talk all the time about like during practices we're over there and talking in Finnish, talking about this stuff on the course. She's really trying to learn the program. Like she's just getting ready for the season. Like
I love that.
no, it's been really nice to have her here.
I
Yeah,
love
it's
that.
probably
Yeah.
nice to have someone else like even like from her perspective to come to a new school, be like, okay, but I have someone I
Yes.
can actually speak my own language with.
Also, a lot of people have told me that we talk exactly the same.
Oh,
Oh,
I don't know, like,
we'll have to see.
and it's funny because like I hear her like let's say we're sitting somewhere and I hear her talk to someone and she kind of says like similar phrases or she says stuff with the same tone as I do and I'm like I recognize that's a joke but I don't know if the other person recognizes it's a joke. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
we're on the same wavelength with Alina.
Well, you're from the same city,
I know,
right? Like, I mean, that
yeah.
tracks. Like anyone from
Makes
the same
sense.
area is gonna have the same lingo that y'all
Yes.
use that other people don't understand. Like, I love
Wow.
that.
That is good. All right, next one on the list, Jasmine Shavers.
Jazzy.
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 Jazzy's just such a player. Like, oh my God. Like, I love watching her play. I love how much she's been getting extra work in outside of our practices with her trainer. And
Love to
she's
hear
just always like, she's just good energy. I don't know. She's just I don't know. This is hard talking about everybody
You're
I
crushing
don't
it,
know what
Saga.
to
You're
I
crushing
know
say.
you're
it.
doing great.
I don't know, but she's just an amazing person. Like she's also one of the people I'm closest with here too because she wasn't here the whole 3 years or the whole first freshman year, but she
Mhm.
came in January, so she's basically been here the whole time I've been here too. So
Cool.
her and
Yeah.
Riley are like my day
Day
ones
Yeah.
one,
that I
day
have
oneers.
left off my day oneers.
Yeah.
Day
Yeah.
ones. I like it. I like it.
Oh man. All right. Another one, fun one. Always bringing the energy out there. Kyla Freeland.
Oh my God. Kyla, yes, like I if one word had to like if I had to describe her with one word, energy.
Oh yeah.
Like
Yeah.
all the
All
time.
the time. Yeah.
She's the loudest one on our team, on and off the court. Like she is just always like I don't know, she's just such an energy ball.
Yeah.
Like and she's very loyal, very like genuine person. Like I love her to death. Like that's like my little sister.
Yeah.
We were roomies on our road trips last year, so we would always do
Okay.
TikToks together.
Oh,
Cool.
crushing
You
it.
know, it's like yeah. If I want to do a TikTok dance, Kyla's the person I'm going to. I'm like, hey, do
She
this with me.
seems
Cool.
those pre-game dance moves. She's always breaking out. It seems like she's
Yes,
always bringing it.
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, she is. Okay, the next one, another transfer, Jada Wynn.
Ooh.
Jada,
Tell us about Jada.
she is my current roommate,
Oh,
and like we
new
Hey.
live together.
friends. Let's go.
Yeah. So I've been really enjoying to get to know her. She is such a bubbly person. Like she's just always smiling, always just like she's super nice, such a kind girl in a good way. Not
Yeah.
like kind where people take advantage of her, not that kind of kind. She's just
Hmm.
genuine. Like she's very I don't know. And she's just I gotta say she's gorgeous. Like she's beautiful.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. I hear
like
you.
yeah. We're
She's
I hear you.
definitely huh?
We were trying to get her on for an interview, but we just
Oh
couldn't
yeah.
fit it in. Maybe we can do it before the season, but we got a few
Yeah.
years left, so
Oh
we'll get
yeah,
her on
you
That's
here
true.
do.
eventually.
And she has the like smoothest shot I've ever seen
It's so
It
smooth,
is
in
so
my
smooth.
life. Yes.
ridiculous,
Hmm.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a lot of y'all
She's
on this team
definitely
that
gonna
have.
drop a lot of threes for us this year.
Hey,
I
we
love it. I love it.
don't
Yeah,
hate that.
we did a whole video on her when we signed her because we're like, okay, let's look into this. And you just watch her, and everything is so smooth. You're like, oh my goodness, she's about to
It's
go
like satisfying to
crazy.
watch her shoot.
Yeah,
You're just
like
like
for
look
real.
at this.
Oh man, Jojo Nawari, I believe. Is how you say that?
Yes.
What do you get on
Yes.
her?
Jojo, she is so funny. Like you don't Jojo seems so quiet
Hmm.
if you don't know her. But when we're in the
Hmm.
locker room, she's talking all the
Yeah,
time. She always
jibber
has
jabber.
something to say, but it's like she's I don't know, she's just so funny and I love her. Like she's a good cook too.
What?
Yes, she used to cook me
Oh,
some of her meals from back home. Yes.
Oh, I bet those
oh,
are really good. That's
I bet
They're
they're
awesome.
really
so
good.
good. They are so
Wow.
good. No,
I love
yeah.
that.
Okay, okay.
Good to know. A lot of cooks on this team. That's
A lot of
good for
cooks,
y'all.
lot of shooters like Bailey
Oh
Moppin.
goodness, yeah.
Bailey
What you got for
Maupin,
Bailey?
aka my other roommate.
Hey,
It's
Oh,
me, Bailey, and it's me.
that's a lot of shooters in one house, man.
It's
What are
me.
y'all
girl.
doing?
Yeah, it's me, Bailey, and Jada. Bailey is. I just love her. What is that word? Commitment.
Mm.
Commitment. She is working hard, and she finishes shots that I would never believe someone could finish. You know,
Absurd.
like she can
Absurd.
finish them. And
Yeah.
she is just so athletic. And outside of basketball, she is so funny too. I'm like my whole team. I've said this about everybody. Like our whole team is just funny. Like we all joke around all the time. Like our locker
Cool.
room is just laughing and
Sounds like a
making
good
jokes.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Bailey, yeah, she definitely she cooks here sometimes too. So
Hey,
Okay.
okay,
Okay.
okay.
we're
Good to
eating
know.
good.
We're
Yeah,
eating
We
good.
are eating
y'all are
good.
not going to go hungry. We are happy to hear that. Nutrition, not a problem on this team.
Mhm.
All right, we got coming into the freshman class, Kelly Mora, hometown girl.
Mm.
Kelly is hilarious.
Everyone says that about her. I've heard
She's
that.
hilarious. Like the faces she's be making, like it's just I can't even right now I'm just thinking about her doing this. Like she does that face all the time when something's like awkward or something. She's like, "Oh dang." And it's just like the most subtle, like I can't even explain it. I just
That's
love
great.
her. Like
It's so funny.
me and Riley really got to know the freshmen when they first got here, and like we've been friends with them since day one. Like it's just so, like I love our freshmen, but she's so funny. She's the way she's texting too sometimes kills me because she's, you know how I feel old when I read her text because she's making
Full
sentences into,
punctuation.
yeah, like you know how you can shorten up sentences by just putting
Yeah.
the first letter of the words
Yes,
there. She does that and none of us know what she means.
I
We're like,
know.
Oh, we're not the same.
I'm always on urbandictionary.com just trying to see what this means, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, right.
She's really young, really young. She's
So
got the lingo
nice.
down.
Yes.
That's hilarious
amazing.
that
But no, I
even
love
within
Kelly.
generations on the same team, you're like, I don't know what these kids are saying.
Yes.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, continuing on with that class, Logan Johnson.
Oh,
Logan is so tough. Like
Oh,
so
dog.
tough.
she's
This one time she was finishing a layup and I was defending her and I just flew.
Just
Like she is so tough. Like where do you get that power from?
it is wild.
She's built
She's
different.
built different as a freshman, especially. She comes in, doesn't look like one.
Yes. And she will for sure lock some people up this year. Like her defense is crazy. Like you're gonna love
Yeah.
her. You're
We keep
gonna
hearing
love
it.
her.
When we talked to
are,
her like
yeah.
5 minutes into that interview, I was like, oh no, I'm gonna love this girl. Like this is
Yeah.
great. She's a dog.
Yeah.
I love
Yes.
it.
Yes. She is a
Absolute
dog.
dog.
All right. Oh, go
Yeah.
ahead.
No, I was just gonna say like she's also just as goofy. Like all of our
Yeah.
three freshmen, like when they're together and if you happen to hang out with them, they're so funny.
Good. Good.
Love that. Love
Sounds like they fit right in.
Yes.
All right, and our last one is it a call or a troll?
A cho.
A troll. Oh my
Joel.
god.
A cho.
What do you got on her? She's
She
a tall
is-
one.
She is a tall one. Her and Big Jazz, when they walk together,
Imposing.
and I'm there with them, I'm like,
You're just like trying to hold their hands, like.
yeah. But Acho's been working really hard to get back.
Yeah.
She's been working really hard. I'm really excited for these upcoming years for her.
Mhm.
I'm really excited for her to get back on the court, and like she's just and outside the court, again, like everybody else on our team,
I
just
know.
goofy, like funny.
The vibes are
She's
high.
funny. She's funny in a different way though. She's funny by saying slick comments, but as a joke, not not in a bad way, but like she always has something to say to something. Just like JoJo. Like JoJo and Achol are kind of similar. Like so we're laughing at something and then they're sitting over there and they just like join the conversation by saying one word and everybody's just dying and laughing. You know how like
Yeah,
you know?
I get
Totally.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
you.
Wow.
I
Yeah. I love hearing all of this because I mean we get to see their competitive side. So to have this extra connection through you is
Yeah.
so cool. And as we have the schedule now, we have dates to look forward to, and y'all start your official practice. As you say tomorrow, or
Yes.
I think tomorrow. So it's game time. I know Shelby is excited. I know I'm excited. What would be your message to the, Red Raiders, to the community of Lubbock, to get them to the games? Like, what can they look forward to seeing with this already super stacked team, that you would like for them to know?
I would just like our team this year is just so full of energy. We can play anybody from the roster and be good. We have so many different matches that we can like put on the floor, you know?
Yeah.
And it's just I don't know. I think the biggest thing with our team this year is just the energy and the want to go far this season. It's like we're determined to go far, like we're going to work. Like this year is like we're coming.
I love it. That's my favorite thing about y'all too, is like I said earlier, is y'all aren't even hiding. I love when teams don't hide from the fact that they're like, no. It's like most,
Like-
some of the coach speak like, no, we're only worried about the next opponent, which of course you are, but you're focused on the madness
Yeah.
in the end of the day
Yeah.
too. You know what this is about.
That
Totally.
okay, put it like this. We're focusing on tomorrow's practice, and when we're in the practice, we're focusing on that practice. But our
100%.
goal will be the madness, and we're focused
goal,
on that.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
big focus.
Yeah, each day leads to that, so I get it.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
I love, man. This season's gonna
One
be
day
good.
at a time, and then we'll be
That's
there.
right.
Yeah,
That's
it's not
right.
that far. I believe, is it November 6th? Is that the first
I
game?
was just about
5th,
to look
6th,
it up.
something like that.
Just about to
Texas
look it
Tech
up.
fans, get to the USA and go wild. We've been saying it all year. We just dropped the popcorn emoji all the time about this team because that's what they're going to be. It's going to be showtime out there, I feel like, with all the interchangeable pieces like Saga just talked about. There's so many different players that are going to get out there. Y'all might think you know who's on this team, but you're about to learn who's on this team when they get out
You're
on
gonna
the
learn
floor.
today.
There's a lot of new faces and a lot of players that are going to step into new roles, including the one we're talking to right here, that are going to be a lot of fun. So get there and scream loud, be crazy, and fall in love with the team. And I just have one last question for you, and Sibby might have more, but we're interviewing your bestie, it sounds like, Riley frickin' McKinney, next week. So do you have any questions for her? Because she will not hear this before she gets interviewed, so it will be a surprise.
Ooh, this is a hard one.
This is the toughest question we've asked you, I think. Like, what kind of friend are you gonna be here?
Yeah, set her
Saga?
up. Good. Set her up for a story. What are we going to do?
No. I don't know. Oh my God. Hold on.
Oh, man. If you need to think on it and just DM us, we'll drop it into her.
I think I'll have to DM y'all
Yeah.
because I have a few in
Ooh, I like
mind, but
that.
I need to rephrase them
That's
and
fair.
just
That's
like make
fair.
sure that the one I pick is the one.
The one. Yeah.
You
I love
know?
that. I
We're
love
here
that.
for
Yeah,
that.
that sounds
Yeah,
great.
because I don't want
but
Riley to get off easy. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Like,
man.
I hear you.
You
that
had
question.
That's a
you had
good
some
friend.
doozies in here from your fellow people out
That's
there.
true.
J-Boy putting
That's
you on
true.
it, so we gotta make sure
Yeah,
Riley's
J
on
Boy's
her
trying
toes.
to bring up where I grew up from.
Yeah,
East
trying to use
side?
that against you. Or what?
Yeah.
What? Wow. Yeah, so the women's basketball team, y'all, will kick off your season November 7th against UT Rio Grande Valley. I think that's what the
Yeah.
acronym stands for. And then Big 12 play starting a little bit later in the season. I think, yeah, what's the first game? I think Houston at the end of the
On the
year.
road.
So yeah. So Saga, thank you so much. We have been, like we said earlier, looking forward to talking with you. And y'all, if we could use words to describe Saga, you heard them in the intro. The coolest thing that we have this connection to you is how much you've grown in such a small time frame, and
Thanks.
being a part of this legacy and this program rebuild. When Coach G was telling you that, she meant it, and you were brought in
Not a lie.
for a reason. Yeah, so I'm excited to watch you grow. I hope everybody gets an opportunity to come watch you, especially after watching this. How could you not?
Or after my penalty kick on Thursday.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
they're gonna have already seen that. Like, you're gonna be a legend already, and they're like, oh, there's a Saga interview out
legend,
now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna listen to
legend.
this.
Hey, but yeah, keep doing you, Saga. You're crushing it.
Thank y'all so much.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you. And
No other questions for me.
No
no
further.
no further questions. You crushed it. Crushed all of them. We end every interview with a solid just wreck 'em.
Wreck 'em, y'all.